So my headlights are not working. Both of them have gone out completely. I have no electricity to the sockets. And I've been researching online how to get to the headlight control module, and the pictures I see online where mechanics have posted from the online manuals say it's right here, and I've removed that cover and all that housing, and which was pretty easy. You just undid two, if you can see that, those two little clips, just popped them out. I just used a screwdriver, I broke one of them, but you pull that little pin out and that pops out, that pops out, that panel slid out. I took out the tray. There's two little pins on either side of it. You push in, pulled out the ashtray, which you see laying down there. There's a pin on either side. I'll show you to get that out. Right there. This little pin, you push in on that. Sorry, I'm trying to use my phone. Push in on that pin right there. Let's see. It was hard to do. I ended up just pulling it out and just kind of forced it out. And then, but by removing these on both sides, there's two pins here and here that just popped out from the outside. That whole plastic housing, which you see right here in the back seat, popped out just with those two pins. One there, and that whole instrument or glove box thing popped out, just slid forward. So you have to take that out. I took the ashtray out, pulled those four pins, pulled that whole panel off, just slid right out of the way. This is all to get to the headlight control module, which is way back in there. You can see it right there, that gray thing I'm assuming is that, and there's the wiring. But the pictures online show it behind this first panel right here, which it's not, so they're wrong. It's actually behind that panel. So I've just removed, there's two screws, one here and one there, that I've just removed. And now there's some kind of a thing back in there. It looks like I have to put a socket on it to remove that screw. So I'm going to pause the video and take that off, and I'll show you what's behind it. Alright, sorry, my battery's low on my phone, so my flash is out. I can't use the light on the phone, so I'm going to use my headlamp. But I wanted to let you know, I just got that screw out, the bolt, and it was a 7/16. I just used a 7/16 deep well on a hand socket with a little socket extension adapter on there to go into a hand driver, and just unscrewed it. It took quite a few turns to get it out, and it's just a little plastic threaded nut. So, sorry it's so dark. So now you pull this off, and that right there should be my headlamp module. So I'm gonna see if I can swap it out with a van I saw at a repair shop that was being scrapped tomorrow, and I will post on this video and let you know if that fixed it. I've had one headlight out, went out about 2 weeks ago, replaced the bulb, it wasn't the bulb. Checked the socket, no power to the socket, nothing's melted like other people have said online. This is a 99 Mercury Villager. Then about 2 weeks later, the left low beam went out, and then last night I was driving in the dark and the left high beam went out. So now I've had no headlights at all, which is pretty hard here in Michigan in the winter. It's about 20 some degrees, 25 degrees out here, working outdoors. So I've got no electricity to either one. I've checked the 15 amp fuses, which are under the hood, which I can show you real quick. And both of the fuses were fine. Alright, here we are under the hood. Some mechanic kept talking about checking the ground for the battery box, or battery ground box, and I'm assuming that's the ground there, and I've had that off in the last couple years. I guess it wouldn't hurt to clean it again, but I've cleaned it recently and it looks pretty darn clean. It's not corroded at all. but right here is 215 amp fuses. Pulled both of those, checked them with a test light. Both fuses are fine. And then I checked, there's hardly any power coming there. I hooked it to ground there and turned the headlights on. It's just very, very dim. So I'm assuming the headlight relay is causing the issue, or control module, sorry, headlight control module. There are no headlight relays. On the older Villagers, 98 and older, there was 2 relays left and right that I believe are behind that dash. Not 100% sure, you have to research that, but on 2000 or 99 and later, they went to the electronic control module. So there's something else I was going to tell you, but I can't think of what it was right now. Alright, hope this helps some people out. Feel free to comment, let me know what you found out, and I will let you know what solves my problem. Right now I have no headlights at all. So like I said, oh yeah, I hooked a test light to the ground here at the fuse and turned it on. It was very dim, so I'm assuming the module is not sending the power. But when I checked the ground at the sockets, here's the headlight socket, and the middle one is the ground. And I'm assuming one's low beam, one's high. And when I put my test light from the ground on the terminal on the battery into here, I get a really good ground. So I don't think the ground is the issue because of that, but we'll find out. Alright, I just wanted to throw on part 2 here of removing the headlight control module. There's a bolt down here at the bottom, right there. I just took my Phillips screwdriver right here, unscrewed that. I'm just taking the bolt out, and then assuming the module just pulls out right there. It doesn't have any writing on it, which is kind of odd. No part numbers of any kind. That's sure strange. That really helps you know what you're working with. Not a single part number anywhere on it. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. There's the part numbers right there. If you can't get my light at the right angle, but 15A270-CE. Before that is an XF52, and I believe that's what I saw one on eBay for about 80 bucks. So I would check salvage yard. AutoZone did not stock it or carry it, even offer it, so I haven't checked other auto parts stores, but I'm going to go get one off another van. But I'd check auto-parts.com. You can search salvage yards and order one. Alright, I'm going to unplug this here. I'm assuming that little button there pushes down. Let's see here if I can prop the phone up. I had a GoPro, but I don't, so we'll make the best of it here.